Namaste, my friends. Welcome or welcome back. In this video, I wanted to talk about and to discuss, to perform the breathing technique of pranayama, which is called Nadi-Shodhana or alternate nostril breathing. This pranayama or breathing technique, I'm pretty sure you saw the pictures of, or maybe you even performed it yourself. First of all, it is a pranayama or the breathing technique. So if you know what pranayama is and you know what are the restrictions, what are the rules, very well. If not, please check this video that I put above and the link below about the pranayama, what they are, so that you can understand what we're doing during this practice and what are the rules and restrictions. If you know all that, you're good to go, so let's start and let's discuss this technique. Nadi-Shodhana is a pranayama that you may find in any yoga book. It is as old as the yoga itself. It's one of the main breathing techniques in yoga. But what it does, first of all, let's talk about the benefits of this practice, because most probably you want to know, I will do it, what I get. So, the most important is Nadi-Shodhana is translated as Nadi, are the energetic channels in our body. And in yoga, we do believe that there are many energetic channels. Some tell that there are 72,000, others tell a bit less. But the most important, we have the main three channels, which is Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna. So this breathing technique cleanses the energetic channels. It's the same as the veins or arteries in our body that bring the oxygen, bring the nutrients, the blood to all of our body. The same way these channels bring the energy. But unfortunately, due to many reasons, they become blocked and the energy is not flowing the way it should. And sometimes you may feel depressed, angry, all of the sorts of the emotions. When the channels are balanced, you feel yourself in harmony, you feel yourself happy, and in general, you are healthy. So in order to purify these channels, this practice is used. And this is the cleaning breathing technique. As we talked about, it is a cleansing breathing technique. What are the benefits apart from cleaning the energetic channels? Apart from that, we will be working with right nostril and the left one, left and the right. So in yoga, we do believe that the right nostril is responsible for the solar energy in our body or for the masculine energy. And the left one is the feminine or the lunar, which is the Ida and Pingala. So what we will be doing, we will be activating one nostril and then another. Apart from activation of different hemispheres of our brain, which is one of the benefits, it also harmonizes our hormones in the body. It helps with sympathetic and parasympathetic system in our body. It balances it as well, as it is a balancing pranayama. Apart from that, it reduces the stress and helps your body accumulate and get more oxygen in each and every single breath. It calms and rejuvenates the nervous system. It also helps you to clear your mind and reduce the levels of the stress hormone. It also enhances the ability to concentrate. This practice can be also practiced if your nose is a bit, let's say, blocked. Of course, you don't practice this practice when this pranayama, when your nose is completely blocked. But if you feel some blockages, maybe you have a bit of running nose, you still can perform this practice, and it will help you to liberate your breath, to liberate your nostrils. There are many other benefits, but which are all connected with cleaning, with harmonizing, with balancing. So let's talk about the restrictions. Technically, this is a pranayama which has almost no restrictions apart from very high blood pressure. you need to be very careful because there are different variations of this breathing technique, from the simple to the more advanced, when we will be holding our breath, keeping it for a long time. So if you have any problem with your heart rate, with any heart problems or pressure, high pressure, you don't hold your breath. You simply breathe from one nostril, then from another, without holding of the breath. When to perform it? Well, you can perform it actually any time you want. There is no restriction or no really particular recommendation to that. So feel free when you have time, when you feel that you need some practice, do it. Another thing that you can find in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, one of the main books of yoga, it's written there that practicing it regularly, at least for 10 minutes per day, during the 3 months, you will be able to completely purify your energetic channels. So this is something already quite encouraging to do. How to do it? Let's talk about that. So the most important rule in all of the breathing techniques and meditation is the straight back. So please take a comfortable, better seated position with your legs crossed and the straight back. If for any reason you cannot sit like this, you can sit on your heels, for example, or even on the chair, or even standing. It's not that crucial. Of course, the more your legs are crossed or better in the lotus pose, the more benefits or the stronger benefits and faster you will get. But this is not that important at all. How we perform it? First of all, you need to bring your hands down and to have couple breaths. You can do it already. Bring your hands down on the knees or on the thighs, and for just couple seconds, couple breaths, try to close your eyes and breathe normally. Feel how you're breathing right now. Feel the feelings in your body while you do these breaths, while you do the inhale and exhale. In the beginning, you can try to do the full yogic breath, starting with the belly, chest, clavicle region, and then clavicle region goes down, chest and belly. Couple breaths. Then you can keep your eyes closed or you can open them. Better, I believe, to keep your eyes closed during the practice. It will help you to concentrate. Next thing that we will be doing, I will show you different variation of this pranayama. So the first one and the first rule is we always use the right hand in this pranayama, and we close our right nostril with the thumb, and the left nostril we will be closing with the last 2 fingers of our hand. The second one and the third goes on the place of the third eye. There are different variations, but I believe this one is most convenient and comfortable, Nasikagra Mudra, which is called. So close your eyes, close your right nostril, and don't close it like this. Don't close it too hard. You don't need to feel any pressure or too much pressure. Don't try to break your nose. Be very gentle. Try to push over here where the nostril starts opening. So we close with the thumb, the right nostril. The second and third finger we place in the place of the third eye. And the remaining fingers, for now, they're simply a bit bent. Check that the back is straight, and we're breathing only with the left nostril, the inhale and exhale. While you're doing that, check that the inhale is equal to exhale. Check that the back is straight, the belly, forehead are completely relaxed. And you can practice this way at least 10 times. Then we do the inhale through the left nostril. We close the left nostril with the fourth and the fifth finger, and we open the right nostril and continue breathing through the right nostril. And now we're activating the solar channel in our body, the Pingala. It is also believed that when you breathe with the left nostril, you can start feeling some freshness, maybe even cold in your body. And also it calms your mind. But when we breathe with the right nostril, it's the solar energy. So you can do it when you're very cold, for example. Or in general, it warms up our body, activates our thoughts, accumulates the energy, and we become in general more active. But for this particular technique, we simply breathe first with one nostril 10 times and then with another 10 times. Try to equalize the inhale and exhale. If at any moment you feel that it's too hard to hold your hand, you can place your left palm under your right elbow and hold like that. Do it with the support. And when you have finished the 10th round, you place both of the hands on the knees. Check that the forehead and belly are completely relaxed, and observe the feelings in your body and the feelings of the breathing after we did this practice. And you can repeat these cycles 3 times at least. So 10 times with one nostril, 10 with another, then relax a bit, feel your breath, and do once again. Or you can also, for example, breathe for 5 minutes with one nostril, 5 minutes with another. Choose the one that you like. Important to have the equal time for one nostril and for another, because we're trying to harmonize our body. This is the first variation, the simplest one, but it doesn't mean that it's worse than the others. If you would like, if you already reached a certain level with this practice, and I'm begging you, first practice that, don't go all the way to the more complicated ones. The firmer you will be in this breathing technique, in this variation, the more benefits you will get also while going forward. What I'm talking about going forward. So you can start, for example, inhaling with left nostril for 4 counts and then exhaling twice longer, 8. You can try like this. This is another variation of the breathing technique. But let's go to the really alternate nostril breathing, or the one that many know so well. So what we are going to do, we are always starting this pranayama with the exhalation through the left nostril. So putting the thumb on the right nostril, exhale through the left one, inhale through the left, close the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, close the right nostril and exhale through the left. And this way we did the 1 round. Inhale through the left, closing the left one, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, closing the right one, and exhale through the left. And let's do together one more time. Inhale through the left, closing the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, closing the right one, and exhale through the left. And you can place both of the hands on your thighs. This way we did 3 rounds of this variation of the Nadi-Shodhana, which is the most common and the most well-known. The most important that you start with the exhale through the left nostril and you finish with an exhale through the left nostril as well. Check that, and we change the nostril after the inhale, so that you do the inhale and you change. What are different other variations? You can play a bit, work a bit with the retention of the breath and with the length of the breath. So for example, in the beginning you do 1-1, so 4 counts, for example, inhale, 4 counts, exhale. Then you can start trying 4 counts, inhale, or let's do better the proportion. So 1-1, then you can do 1-2, then you can start doing 1-1-1, what I'm talking about. So 1, we're doing the inhale, for example, 4 counts, then the same proportion, so 4 counts, we do the retention of the breath, so you're not breathing, and we close both nostrils. And then we do the exhale, 4 counts as well, for example. So 1-1-1, the proportion. And don't forget to always do both sides. Other technique, the other variation, which is actually called not the Nadi-Shodhana, but Anuloma Viloma. It is when your retention, when your inhale, retention and exhale proportion is 1-4-2. This is already quite intense, so please don't try it immediately. First start with the easier ones. In the 1-4-2 proportion, which is Anuloma Viloma, it's crucial that you are able to keep this proportion. So for example, if you inhale for 5 counts, but you cannot after the retention to exhale for 10, it means that 5 it's too much for you. Go back to 4 and do it 4. So for example, 1-4-2, it will be 4-16-8 or 5-20-10 counts. What I'm talking about counts, what they are. It's not that important how long your counts are. If it is perfectly synchronized with the clock, no, it's your internal clock, how you count. Because in the end, we're not trying to compete with anyone else. We're trying to become better in comparison with the way we were in the past. So how you like to count, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Try anyway to have a look at the clock if there is a seconds error, and see more or less where you are, and then simply use it, your internal clock, because it's always better in all of the breathing techniques and meditation to try not to have some external objects. Of course, there are many meditations and pranayama which need that, but if you can, try to avoid using them, because you become less attached and you can practice these techniques anytime you need without having the reason not to do it. I hope that this practice and this explanation was useful to you. Maybe you knew it already, maybe not, maybe you learned something new and something interesting. Please share with me in the comments how you feel after the practice, if you use it regularly and how regularly you use it. What is the feelings, the benefits that you feel immediately? I'm looking forward to reading all of them. I thank you so much once again for watching this video, for being on the path for self-improvement, for self-awareness. And I wish you a great practice, and I wish you enlightenment, and wish you mastering of this incredible breathing technique, Nadi-Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. Namaste.